Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 22nd of November for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now, if you're new to my channel, what I do is provide an overview of the major themes of the week for us all. I then dive deep and give a detailed forecast for each zodiac sign, so please stay with me for that. Monday sees the Sun return to the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the ninth zodiac sign. It's a fire sign, but it's also mutable. That means it's very flexing. It's very much to do with higher values, can be to do with philosophy, higher education, travel, borders, anything to do with customs and exports, adventure, independence, and it has a very inquiring energy. But it's also joined on Wednesday by Mercury, the planet of communication. Technically not at its best in the sign of Sagittarius, but I think this is one of the afflictions that's least difficult. Here Mercury gives us even greater appetite for information, for knowledge. And the two are going to be broadly together from the middle of the week through to the end of the week. And then next Monday, the 29th, they come into an exact conjunction known as a cazimi, which is very exciting. And that means the agility and flexibility of Mercury in Sagittarius is really warmed up by the wonderful rays of the Sun. But also, as this week begins, Venus and Uranus continue a very enlivening relationship, pushing us to be more open-minded about what we do with our resources, which is very much to do with the sign of Taurus. But of course, Venus in the sign of Capricorn is very much more perhaps to do with relationships, you would think. But Venus is the planet of money. So in the rather stable and worldly sign of Capricorn, this could be a great time to think outside the box, be a bit fresher in our approach to how we use the resources we have. But in a love relationship, someone may completely surprise us with an unexpected proposal, an invite on a date, and it may be the least likely person we could imagine. Now on Saturday there is a quarter moon in the very precise sign of Virgo, and that squares with the Sun in Sagittarius. This creates a bit of a conflict between what we want to do for ourselves, the more freedom-loving energies of Sagittarius clashing with the more responsible energies of Virgo. So if we do want to do something more independently as the week draws to a close, important not to give away our autonomy by promising to do something for somebody else that we might actually end up regretting and feeling a little bit resentful about. Now all this week, as it's been for some time, Pluto, the planet of change, the planet of power and of the underworld in Capricorn, is in a semi-sextile to Jupiter. And this can be very, very positive for the reform of how we go about things in a collective sense, but particularly around how we work and how we earn a living. So some big changes can still be evolving there for us all. But please stay with me for your individual zodiac sign. But if you would be so good to subscribe to my channel, if you've yet to do so, please click on the subscribe button. And this will mean every time I drop a video, you'll get an alert. Also, if you'd like to get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see the subscription link below. I've written these for over 25 years. My work's used around the world on some major platforms. And finally, with year 2022 racing up, if you'd like to get your personal horoscope for next year, your forecast based on your time, date and place of birth, you can do so now. Get the rest of this year free and 30% off and a character analysis. Please see the link beneath this video. Hello Capricorn and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 22nd of November. The sparkling alliance between Venus in your sign, which is drawing a lot of attention to you. It's a very alluring, captivating energy. Well, that's linking to Uranus still at the start of this week for 2 days. So something unexpected could happen around a romantic situation or around a social invite which you're not expecting. But I think when it comes to friendships, you're entering a period of time when it's not about the quantity, more about the quality. So I think you're going to be thinking over the next few weeks about wanting to spend time with the people you can really trust and rely upon. This is because the Sun on Monday moves into your 12th house of reflection. It's joined by Mercury on Wednesday. The combination of these two together could bring something into the open which is of a delicate nature, particularly early next week. Maybe something that you would prefer was kept very confidential. So if there is something that is very sensitive in your situation at the moment, however much the glittering energy between Uranus and Venus can see you being much more open about how you relate to others, I wouldn't be too gung-ho in this regard. At the end of the day, most Capricornian people are a little bit cautious, and that's not a bad thing. Your great sense of humour is your gift, as is your perseverance, your application, your drive, your determination to keep chipping away. And I just think you've reached the point of the year where, although this is a very social part of the calendar for many people, and you may still have your commitments that you want to attend to, COVID allowing, I think there's just a part of you that needs some self-care. You know, a little bit of withdrawal, a duvet day, perhaps reading a book, taking some time out for a spa day or a massage. These kind of very healing things can be very positive for you. But also, I think above all the other zodiac signs, you're going to have a particularly developed antenna at this time for those who are less fortunate. So any fundraising you do or charitable activities towards those who are less fortunate is really going to be appreciated. So I think the more traditional spiritual elements of this part of the year are calling out to you now, but there will be times, I feel, when you may need to just seclude yourself away a little bit. Now, ironically, there is on Saturday a quarter moon in your sister earth sign of Virgo. But that just, in a way, emphasises the potential for sensitivity, and things that perhaps you'd ordinarily shrug off could get under your skin a little bit on the back of that quarter moon. So the people that you can rely upon are the people you need to spend time with, if anyone, at this moment. And people you're a little bit unsure of, just keep a little more at an arm's length.